program. This is UEW Election Hub. My guest today is a woman with a crocodile skin and a character of maverick and intelligence of quintessentially. Her belief for equal representation is evidenced when she adjourned the second position after vetting. But beyond her confidence, what does she bring to the table, and how does she intend to fund her super fabulous and sweet juicy policies? I welcome you to the BA show, Miss Francisca Jonah. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
I'm good, my dear. You are looking amazing.
Same to you.
Before we start with everything, what really motivated you to go in for the position as SRC President? Because for some years now, we hardly seen ladies going in as an SRC President. And what really motivated you to go in for this position?
First of all, I would like to thank you once again for giving me this opportunity. Anyway, I grew up in a discourse community.
Okay.
That's KNUST, the main campus. And with KNUST, they give females opportunity to contest for this higher position on campus. And when the female come on board, they equally perform like when the male student come on board. And when I came to Winneba, what was happening in KNUST was different from Winneba, because we are students and we pay for SRCDs, but we are not seeing anything. Fine, previous leaders or previous presidents come and do this, but I think much effort can be kept in to intensify everything what we come to do. And I went to Central Campus one day and asked the music students what is happening on campus. And their grievances was SRC President, those who come, and the current SRC President has neglected them, because even souvenirs they did not give them some. When you go to Gate Hall, most of the music students are affiliated to Gate Hall, and their souvenirs they did not give them some. So I took it upon myself that why don't I contest for this SRC position? Because I've done some before. Back in SS, I was this permanent senior on duty. Though I wasn't the head girl, but I see to it that things were kept in place, things were put into order when most of the executives or most of the prefects are not there. So I contested for public relations officer when I was in level 100 second semester. And ever since School of Business was established, there has not been any female to contest for this portfolio, and has won. And I'm the first female to contest and take this mantle. I use that one as a stepping stone to build my human relation and also to build my communication skills. Because this public relations something, you deal with humans a lot. The encounterment with people and the way you talk to them. Your body language also counts. So I use that one as a stepping stone to see to where that the grievances of my people have been heard. Then I'll take it up to the management. So the core executive will sit down and proceed from there. That motivated me.
Wow. I must confess that's really amazing and interesting. How much do you know about students, and how do you know about students' interest on this campus?
As I said it earlier on, I took it upon myself to go to the Central Campus, because it seems Winneba is having 3 campuses here. That's the North, Central, and South. But if you've taken critical look at the shuttle that runs on this campus, it goes south and north. So I went there to ask about what's going on, how are they being treated as students of Winneba, that's University of Education Winneba. And they were saying that they've been neglected because they see them to be that their program or what they came to do in school is all about noise. But when you go to churches, when you come to my church, we can be clapping and be singing, but without the instrumentalist, Charlie, I quote, but the moment the keyboardists and the trumpeters come, you see the energy that comes within us to dance. Even our pastor will come and be dancing at the pulpit, and you see people clapping. So I don't see the reason why they should be neglected. Because when you talk about University of Education, students in the University of Education, Central Campus students are also part. So why should they be neglected? Much focus is on South Campus and North Campus, of which is very bad.
Okay, so if I must I got you correctly, are you saying the current LSRC president neglected students on Central Campus? And to what extent?
Some way, somehow, I will say yes, because that's what they told me.
And did you move on further ahead to find out what really was going on? Like, what extent did they even neglected them, and how?
Yes, I did. That's what I'm saying. They think the program they came to offer on campus is all about noise.
Okay.
Yes. That's why they feel neglected. So I don't think they came to campus to offer human resource management as a program I came to offer. They will be neglected.
To what extent, in terms of percentage, did you involve students and other stakeholders before going in for this mantle or this portfolio?
Okay, in percentage wise, I would say 70%. I'm boldly saying 70%.
When you become the next president of this school, you know accountability is a key. And how will you communicate to students in this institution in terms of accountability? How are you going to?
Okay, through the LA meeting, that's the local assembly meeting, where president and his or general secretary will be present. Course rep of every department will be present. And I just said it earlier on that lecturers communicate mostly through course reps. So if the course rep gets the information, definitely their students are going to get it. When president gets it, the general secretary is going to draft a communique of which the PRO is responsible to vet it before it comes out. So issuing of communication is also a key. And also with this, I'm fortunate that the current administration led by His Excellency Felix Donko, popularly known as Abrantier, has brought about this SRC website, of which it has exposed the SRC executive to address issues on it. And if I'm being elected as the next SRC president, briefing students about what is running or the day in, day out activities of the administration is going to be twice a semester.
Okay. So you said you involve course reps from various departments and also the departmental heads.
Yes.
When you become the next president of this institution. Is there going to be a follow-up to find out whether the information disseminated to these course reps were actually issued to the various students of this campus?
But the follow-up is going to be done by the SRC PR because he's the head of all PR. During my time as a public relations officer, the SRC PR, the current SRC PR, that's the Honorable Shadrach Apia, created a platform for all PROs on campus, of which if an information is being issued by a PRO, he sees to it that the student body has gotten it. So there is going to be a follow-up through the public relations officer of the SRC.
You made mention that you were a permanent president on campus.
No, back in SS, I was a permanent senior on duty.
Thanks for the correction. So do you actually believe in continuous leadership?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so how are you going to continue what the current LSRC presidents on campus have done? How do you intend to continue? Are you going to continue with their policies, or you are coming in with your new policies?
Okay. I'm going to continue because the SRC is there to see to it that the welfare and the interest of the student is well catered for. So if we are coming to see to it that the student welfare is being catered for, then why don't I continue from where he started? I'm not going to neglect what I'm also bringing on board.
Okay.
But whatever he did or whatever he has done, and won't be able to finish before his 8 months term of office, I'll continue from there. Yes. Because when you look at Ghana as a country, that's what we are facing. This government will come and start a project, and the next government will neglect it, of which is very bad. Because we are coming to serve, and we have to see to it that the people in the country or the students that we see to it that their welfare is our priority. We have to see to it that their needs are well catered for. So if someone has continued or has started and won't be able to finish, and I come and neglect it, then I don't think I'm coming in as a leader.
Okay.
I'm coming to use my power or whatever I'm having to get whatever I want to have before my or after my administration.
Yeah.
So I'll continue from there. If only it's going to benefit my students or my people, why not?
That's great. You are still watching BA Show, your #1 election hub on campus. We are going in for a break. We will be right back. UEW Election Hub. It is yet another election. The moment for students to decide the fate of UEW. It's finally here.
The UEW Election Hub is poised more than ever to take a notch higher the rigorous service of student interests
Who steer the affairs of the various offices.
as the branch to departments JCRC, local notes,
And the SRC begins.
with our team of experienced reporters dotted across every nook and cranny of the 3 campuses. We will take charge of every polling station and deliver accurate and timely information.
Our eagle eye is on all corners, covering every angle, and nothing, absolutely nothing, will escape our lens. We represent unmatched coverage of campus election. I'm your girl Abigail Owusu. We are still on UEW Election Hub. Thanks for staying with us. Francisca Jonah. Before we went for the quick break, we were talking about you continuing with the policies of our predecessors and you coming in with your new policies. Can you take us through, or can you walk us through your policies when you are being elected as the next president of this school?
Okay. One policy that I'm also bringing it on board is the restructuring and revamp of the SRC shuttle. The SRC shuttle is not going to run within the campuses, but rather it's going to be extended outside the campus. Let's say a student is living at Kumasi. When you go to Tech, their shuttle does not run within the campuses, but goes outside the campus.
Outside the campus.
Yes. So students living outside the campus can take the shuttle. Equally, the same students living on campus can also take the shuttle. And with that one, you see to it that the safety of the students is being catered for. Because how sure are you that the taxi driver you are going to pick the car is not a kidnapper?
Yeah, sure.
One armed robber. But with the shuttle that the SRC we are bringing it on board, or it's even already in existence, the driver is our own. And before he set off, we know that this driver is taking this student to this hostel or this student to this campus. So if we can't find a single student, he will be questioned.
Okay, so from what you are saying, students with disability are going to be included in the taking of the shuttle. Is it going to be free, or are they also going to be charged?
Or whether people with special people rather, yes, it's going to be free, and pregnant women. But we, the normal students here, and challenge, we are going to pay that.
We are going to pay.
but it's going to be less. The amount that they are going to pay it will be less.
Okay.
Yes, it's not going to be like the normal fare that we pay when you take a taxi.
All right. So what other policies do you have?
The other policies that I'm having is the water project. That's the sachet water project. There is going to be a construction of water project. That's the sachet water project. Not long ago, when the news was brought out that one sachet of water is going to cost 15 pesos, and the bag is now going to cost 10 cedis. So the next 2 months to come, we are going to buy one sachet of water at 1 cedi. And water is a basic need which you and I know that each and everybody needs water. You can eat as much as you want, but if you don't take in water and you are being choked, my friend, you see the way.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy for you. Sure.
And with that water project that we are bringing it on board, it's also going to serve as an employment to some of the students going to work as a part-time. Someone will ask, hey, you are coming to see to me that the welfare and the interest of the people is well catered for. You are going to use us as workers. No, it's not going to be so. Workers will be employed though, but if you wish to work as a part-time worker, then that one is allowed. Because let's say you work as a part-time worker and you are being paid 50 cedis a day. You spend 20 cedis, save 20 cedis, and leave the 10 cedis for the next day for transportation. Just calculate the amount that you are going to save within a month or within even a week, which is also going to help you in your day-to-day activities. Because we are in the university, and in the university, being 16 years old or 5 years old, the moment you enter into the university, we see you to be a grown-up. And it's not everything that you are going to go to mommy and daddy that mommy I need this, mommy I need that. So at least you have to work something out to also save and also see the day-to-day.
Is it going to cover bottled water, or is just going to be sachet waters? Because not all students on campus take sachet water. Are you going to start producing bottled waters as well?
Okay. The bottled water will come later on when we see to it that the production is really running very fast, because we can't add that one to it, and not all taking bottled water. Let's say in percentage wise, the people who take bottled water in percentage wise maybe 30, but 70 of us take sachet water. Like me, I take sachet water. Yes. So when we see to it, when we get to know that the production is really going on effective, or the way we are seeing, we are expecting, then we introduce the bottled water. Yes, and it's going to be at a hygienic place and very clean. People may be thinking those living within the campus are going to benefit more. No. A number will be given out, just like when you want to order a food from a restaurant, you place an order and to be delivered to your doorstep. The same way it's going to be. So you pick the number, then you call that you want maybe 5 bags of the water, then it will be delivered at your doorstep.
Yeah, that's great. Miss Francisca Jonah, I believe that when it comes to issues about the quota, you as a student can attest to it. That is a major issue that students are facing on campus. When you are being elected as the president, how are you going to help to resolve this issue or settle this issue with management?
Wow. This quota issue. Quota again. It's so sad, because you have been in UEW for 4 good years and you don't even know the class that you are completing with. Okay, so with this, I'm going to continue from where the current administration ended. That was last semester. They went to management. The core executive of SRC went to management, and they spoke to them about these quota issues, and they assured them that they were going to do something about it. My first semester, second semester, here we are, and you are asking me about these same quota issues, and nothing has been done about it, of which our 400s are doing demonstration about it. Yesterday I went to the student center, and even in the rain they were still demonstrating. It's sad, but what can you do?
You've made mention of 2 of your policies, which is concerning the shuttle and also building of water projects. Okay, do you have any additional policies that you want to bring on board?
The full implementation of the scholarship trust fund. It is alleged that as many as we are on campus, less than 300 students got the scholarship trust fund when they applied for. When I'm being elected as the next SRC president, not less than 1,000 people are going to get the scholarship trust fund when they apply for. There is a saying that needy but brilliant students are going to get the scholarship fund. There are people who are not extremely brilliant but very needy. These people are going to be brought on board. For these people, a committee is going to be set for them to look into their background, whether they really deserve the scholarship fund or not. Because someone can come and tell you he's very or in need of this scholarship transfer, of which maybe they've given that person the school fees and that person has misused it. So with these people, a committee is going to set for them and look into it, that whether they really fit to get the scholarship transfer. So in addition to that, construction of SRC hostel, lobbying of exchange programs, and also organizing capacity programs to let the students identify their potential.
So all these sweet, juicy and fabulous policies, how will you achieve them? How do you intend to fund these policies when you are being elected?
How I'm going to fund this policy that is being brought by me is with the SRC construction of the SRC projects. I'm going to talk with other companies like Magdan.
And this is how we wrap up with your show. I'm your host Abigail Owusu. Thanks for staying with us, and special thanks go to all the production team. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on all our social media handles: YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram. Bye.